Talk of Director of Schools Donnie Poston's contract is on tonight's Board of Education agenda. However, it will only be that, talk, because the board must give a 15-day public notice before it is actually able to take a vote on Poston's contract. The Director of Schools asked for a one-year contract extension, which would take him through the end of June of 2014. If it is not renewed, Poston's last day on the job is June 30th of this year. But given the outpouring of support for Poston over 1450WLAF.com, 1450 WLAF radio, and at a special called meeting that fizzled out by a vote of 5-5, the board decided they could not conduct the meeting to begin a search to replace Poston. The public is demanding Poston stay on as director of the schools. The board deadlocked at the January meeting on signing off on Poston's new one-year deal after voting 9-1 at the December meeting to move forward with the contract inclusive of a couple of minor changes. A few callers to WLAF have expressed hope that Poston would stay beyond 2014, and one caller even said Poston should be given an open-ended contract. Time will tell whether 10 Campbell Countyans, the Board of Education, get their way, or if the other 40,706 Campbell Countyans get their way. Concerned citizens showed up in masses at the Caravel Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting last night to protest a move by the Town Recreation Department from Dixie Youth Baseball to the United States Specialty Sports Association, otherwise known as USSSA. Jenny Wallace, spokesperson for the citizens group, said she had been told that USSSA was a softball-only league. She was also concerned that Dixie Youth baseball players currently involved in the countywide league would not be able to play games at Caravel's Asbury Park. Nobody has said that they can't play. I don't know who told you that, said Mayor Chris Stanley. The Caravel League combined with La Follette last year to form the first countywide Dixie Youth Baseball League. Because there was no East Tennessee district in Dixie Youth softball last year, there were Dixie Youth softball districts in the western half of Tennessee. The county softball program played under the Little League softball organization. Stanley said he wanted Caravel softball and baseball teams to be part of the same organization this year. Even so, the citizens group wasn't buying into the move to USSSA. Beth Lawson, wife of former Caravel Recreation Commissioner Wade Lawson, spoke to the board, as did Emily Hatmaker, whose nephew currently plays ball in the countywide league. Hatmaker asked permission for Dixie Youth to use the fields at Asbury Park this season. Is baseball going to be able to play at Asbury Park, or are the softball teams going to run them off? Asked Wallace. Mayor Stanley finished by saying that there will be Dixie Youth baseball this year at Asbury Park. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can do both. There will be a Little League here for anybody from Caravel, Jacksboro, or La Follette that wants to play in it, said Stanley. In business conducted at the meeting last night, the board unanimously approved the selection of Alan Smith to fill Stanley's unexpired term as alderman in Ward 1 after he was elected mayor last November. They tabled a vote on changing door locks at the municipal building until Alderman Glenn Smith can check prices. Also approved the final reading of an ordinance for purchasing procedures after amending it by striking a section in which signatures would be required from 3 members of the board before placing an order. They also approved the advertisement for a police officer to fill a vacancy since last fall. Vicki Heatherly, who made the motion, said, "My first priority is the safety of my community." And last, they approved a routine audit report. The Campbell County Commission scheduled their workshop for last night, but the session instead featured a 2-hour question and answer session on solar panels. Partners with Efficient Energy of Tennessee Incorporated appeared first, explaining technical aspects of the program already approved to install solar panels on 9 school buildings. Under that program, the county is issuing bonds to pay for the solar panels and will own the installations. Efficient Energy will simply be paid for the purchase and installation, and the county will receive 100% of the purchase price from TVA to buy the electricity that is generated. The company officials explained that the installations should operate at peak efficiency for at least 20 years with minimal repairs and replacement. Efficient Energy will provide upkeep, replace any damaged panels or electrical equipment while under warranty from the manufacturers. According to Finance Director Jeff Marlowe, the cost of the installation will be paid off in 15 years, after which the school system will generate around $200,000 each year in utility credits to offset electric bills at schools for the life of the installations. Some commissioners were skeptical of the promised rewards, however, and also wanted to hear from a rival company, Earthright, that has a different approach. Mike Kemp of Earthright explained that his company wants to rent the roof space on the remaining 3 school buildings at Jellicoe and Elk Valley, as well as 5 non-school county buildings. Under Earthright's proposal, the county would not have to risk anything because the company would pay for the materials and installation, paying the county roughly $1,000 a year for each of the 8 installations. After 20 years, Kemp stated, we will give the installations to the county because it will be cheaper on us to give them to you than to pay for the labor and removing and disposing of the panels. Commissioners are now faced with the choice between borrowing another $1 million plus to install solar arrays on the remaining county buildings with the chance of making over $1 million in profit from the sale of power to TVA, or taking the safe route and simply renting the rooftop space out to Earthright for around $8,000 a year for a total income of $160,000 over the 20-year lifespan of the installations. It proved to be too much information for commissioners to digest immediately, and during the short Budget and Finance Committee that followed, the Commission deleted budget amendments that would transfer money to pay for installation of solar panels on the remaining buildings. They decided instead to vote on those budget adjustments at their regular meeting next Tuesday night, after deciding whether they want to own the installations or merely rent out the roof space. Regardless of which way the Commission decides to move, the decision on the 3 remaining school buildings is out of their hands. The school board has already approved the contract with Efficient Energy of Tennessee for 9 schools, and the money has already been borrowed to pay for the program. The board is expected to approve the ownership option for the other 3 school buildings as well, and the commission will have little choice but to approve the funding plan since the school system has pledged to pay off the debt. Basketball tonight, it's at 7 o'clock, Campbell County High School. The District 3 tournament began with opening round girls games. The Lady Cougars defeated Clinton 58-44. Campbell County High next plays Powell on Wednesday at 7:30. That's tomorrow night at 7:30 at the John Brown Gym. This evening at 6 o'clock, the Cougars play Central in an opening round game. Both the girls and boys games for Campbell County High are sudden death, a loss, and the season is over. WLAF Radio and the web has all the coverage of the Cougars and Bobcats coming up at 5:45. That should be getting underway right away, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And we want you to remember that Campbell County plays Powell Wednesday at 7:30 at John Brown Gym. This evening at 6, the Cougars play Central in an opening round game. Both the girls and boys games for Campbell County are sudden death. So that's going to be an exciting night. Tune in and keep up with that game. And that's a look at the news. Stay tuned. We'll be back with a press release in just a moment.
Hi everybody, thanks for coming into your Sears hometown store for all your lawn and garden needs. And remember, we have appliances, so be sure to come in and buy a washer so you don't get laundry up to your eyeballs.
Hi folks, I'm Gary at Sears. For every box of detergents that's sold, Robert said he'd give me a raise, so please come by and buy some. Thank you.
See Robert, Gary, and the entire crew at your hometown Sears store, Food City Center, Woodson Mall of Follett.
And it looks like 11 people have been booked into the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. Travis Chapman, 39, of Coolidge Road, La Follette, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. 33-year-old Thomas Frederick Eldridge of Whitaker Hollow Road in Lake City for driving while revoked or suspended, third offense, violation of the seatbelt law, and violation of the light law. Jesse Ivy, 55, of Eagle Bluff Road in Jacksboro, second offense of DUI, driving on a revoked or suspended license, second offense, and violation of the Tennessee financial law. 23-year-old Daniel Wayne Marlowe of Hoot Owl Hollow Lane in Jellicoe for theft of property between $500 and $999, and criminal littering. Dennis Ray Reed, 28, of South Highway 25W, La Follette, for aggravated assault by domestic violence. 54-year-old Robert Earl Roble of Cross Creek Lane, La Follette, for DUI, following too closely and violation of the Tennessee financial law. Chastity Danielle Slayback, 24, of Claiborne Road, La Follette, for criminal trespassing. 47-year-old Joseph Scott Smith of Myers Street in Jacksboro for violation of parole, DUI, violation of the registration law, speeding, failure to give signal, and violation of the implied consent law. Tiffany Lynn Tyndall, 19, of Roach Lane in Jacksboro, for theft of property under $500. 22-year-old Brittany Waldrop of Island Ford Road in Jacksboro for theft of property under $500. And last today, Chasta Dawn York, 35, of Dutch Valley Road in Clinton for theft of property under $500 and criminal trespassing. And that's the news. We thank you for joining us, and we invite you to stay tuned right here for more coming your way, and be sure to be back with us tomorrow for the midweek edition of the news.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday. Oh, this is your birthday song. Oh, celebration all night long. Oh, may all you.
Hey, listen, let's do our birthdays and anniversaries, and the Birthday Club and Anniversary Club brought to you by WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. We've got today's birthdays. Dennis Poole is celebrating today. Happy birthday to you, Dennis. Emily Sharp is 10 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Emily. And Gavin Ray Wilson is 6 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Gavin Ray. And Clifford Cadell is having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, sir. And we hope all of you have a great birthday. And our anniversaries today, Derek and Missy Steiner is celebrating. Happy anniversary to you, Missy and Derek, and we hope you all have a great day. Now, if you're celebrating your birthday or anniversary, and for some reason we don't know about it here, hey, we need to have your name on our list in order for you to qualify for the drawing on Friday to win a birthday dinner for two or an anniversary dinner for two from WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. Hey, do that, will you? We're going to get out of here. See you tomorrow.